I know that you guys are definitely pushing UTXO sharding. And so what are your thoughts in terms of the pros and cons of sharding? That's a question here from Wombo 22.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think sharding is first, the goal of sharding is to improve the scalability of blockchain. If we think about how to scale the layer one blockchain, there's only one solution in my opinion, except for if there's some optimization you can do to improve the throughput of blockchain on layer one. But if you really want to scale it with some algorithms, I think sharding right now is still the only solution for layer one. Of course, you can scale it with layer two, like roll ups, etc. Yeah, but that's another category of design. So yeah, I think that's kind of the main arguments to do sharding on layer one, and of course, it has some trade-offs. The good thing of sharding obviously is for scalability. You have multiple blockchains, you assemble blocks in parallel, and you execute them in parallel. So it's pretty much like database, like what has happened to the database field. The drawback side is you're going to have multiple blockchains. You are going to have multiple addresses, and you are going to take care of the assets on different blockchains, right? And you're going to move the funds across them. So that can create some issues on user experience. So from the very beginning, I am pretty much aware of this, because like back then, people were arguing a lot about the cross-shard transactions in the Ethereum community. And in our case, in our algorithm block flow, this problem I think is solved nicely in practice, because the cross-shard transaction is just a single step. So if you have some assets on one shard and you want to move it to another shard, you just do one transaction. And just like right now you do it on Ergo or on Bitcoin. So users will not fear about the difference when they transfer on inside one shard or they transfer across the shard. But still, like, users should be aware of that they have assets on different shards. This can be a drawback in user experience. But other than that, I think is totally fine. Yeah. But the benefit is obvious, is you have the decentralized kind of scalability compared to layer two. Right now, like, there's a trend to scale blockchain with layer two technologies. But as far as now, most of the layer two solutions, they have a kind of centralized sequencer to kind of to batch the transactions and then submit them to the layer one blockchain. I think it's definitely not what we want for the very long term. Are they able to decentralize the sequencer is still a problem. So I think sharding definitely has a great advantage over here. Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you say would be the pros and cons of sharding in the account model versus UTXO? That would be a good continuation of this question.
That's a good question. So I think for sharding, UTXO is definitely a great choice, a great technical stack to follow. Initially, I was following the design of Ethereum sharding. They definitely go with account model, and they have a lot of troubles with that. Specifically, like cross-shard transaction is very, very challenging on that. You're going to have at least 2 steps to do that. And also for smart contract interaction, composability is tricky. But UTXO model is much simpler in this case. It's immutable. You just get the parallelism by default. So that's why we are a very small team. We deliver the sharding like much earlier than the Ethereum. So the sharding roadmap is still work in progress for Ethereum. I think that's that's the work speaks for itself, right? Obviously, it's much easier to do sharding with UTXO model than account model.